Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Let's continue with our SQL interview series preparation. So today the question that has been asked, it has been specifically asked in Swiggy interview in the previous rounds. Okay, let's understand the question, the input table and the output table. So we are required to write a query to find the ID where the sit is full and both the sit immediately before and immediately after it are also empty. So basically we have the cinemas table, and in that we have the ID column and we have the seat ID. If we can see carefully, that ID column is a primary key column that is automatically increasing, and we have different seat IDs for each ID. What we need to notice is that we need to find the ID that is full. Full basically is 1. 1 is equal to full and 0 is equal to empty. So we need to identify the seat which is full. But here we can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have sorry, we have 4 seats where the value is 1. But additionally there is a question that both the seat immediately before and immediately after it should have been empty. Okay, okay, I think we have made some mistake. It should be are also full. Okay, so we need to find the ID, and in this case the ID is 5 because it has a seat ID 1 and the seat ID before it is also 1, and after the seat ID 1 is also 1. So this middle element 1 and the 5, this should be the output which has been shown in the output table, that is the ID equal to 5 and the seat ID equal to 1. So what logic that we need to hear is we need to go through the lead and lag operations from the window functions. That is how we can actually solve, and also based on that either we can go for subqueries, or based on the requirement we can go for the cities also. All right, now let's jump to the notepad first, because as we have previously discussed that the following script will be given to you and you need to write the code in the first in the notepad, followed by which you have to copy the same code and paste it in there any of the SQL IDs. Perfect. So we have got the script, the same script, you will get it in the description. I will just paste it down. Perfect. Now let's write the query. So we will first see select star comma. Now here we need to use the lag operation, that is lag. Lag basically will does is that it will give you the previous record. For example, for the 2 comma 0 it will give 1 comma 1 as the record, and similarly if we use the lead operation, then instead of this 2 comma 0 it will give the next operation, that is 3 comma 0, like that. Okay, so lag of seat ID now over, and inside this we need to use order by order by ID column, that is the primary key, and let's alias it as previous underscore seat underscore ID. Perfect. Now we need to see the next occurrence should also be having the same number, that is either 1 or 0. So here we'll use the lead operation. So lead of seat underscore ID and over, similarly order by the ID column, that is the primary key column, and let's alias it as next underscore seat ID. Okay, and this should be from the table name, that is cinemas. Okay, now let's first visualize this thing. We can simply control C it, and if we can go to our editor, that is the SQL editor, we can just paste it here to see what exactly the output we are getting. Let's run it. Okay, so as you can see clearly that we have the ID column, we have the seat ID, we have the previous seat ID, and we have the next seat ID. Okay, so now we need to write a logic in which the previous seat ID, the seat ID, and the next seat ID should be only one. That is, this column should only fetch. How we can write? Simply, we just need to put this particular query inside a subquery, and from the subquery, we need to fetch the details and put a condition that the seat ID, the previous seat ID, and the next seat ID, all these three should be having the value as one only. Perfect. Now let's jump back to our notepad, and here we will write select, we will be using the subquery function here, select ID comma seat underscore ID from, and from which, from this below table, and since we have put this below table inside a braces, so we need to give a table name. Let's table name as T1. Now we have to put the condition where seat underscore id is equal to 1, and we can simply copy it. Previous seat id, control C, control V, it should also be equal to 1, and again the next seat id, this should also be equal to 1. So this will be our final query. Let's copy the whole code, control C. Let's go back to our editor and let's paste it the whole code. Cool. Now let's run it to see. So yeah, we have got the successful output. We have got the id 5 that is having the seat id 1, and if we can cross check it, we can go to our Excel and we can see the id 5 is having the seat id 1, and previous to the number is 1 also, and next to the number is also 1. So this is what we needed. So yeah, this is how you can actually solve this particular question. Not a difficult question, just that you need to have the great understanding of the window functions and where do you need to put the lead and lag operations. And don't worry about it, I will come up with more such questions in the near future based on the difficulty level. And this question has been actually been asked in the Swiggy interviews before, and of course this question must be asked in the initial round because the difficulty level is not that much, it must be below the intermediate level. And and also to subscribe the channel to get the latest update and share this channel with someone who is actually preparing for data analyst interview. Thank you guys, have a good day.